Alright guys, here we are, Metaphor ReFantazio. And as we get into the game here, I believe we're still just kind of spending these last couple, 2 to 3 days before the next big event happens. Now, we cleared out a bunch of goblins, Goborn, and Guptoris last time, so now we are truly just, I think we're gonna hang out with friends. But right now it's evening, so I think we'll cook with Miss Girly.
Yeah.
How y'all doing though? It is currently 11:02 on a Sunday night. I do not have work tomorrow. So we are up. I'm tired, so do be kind to me
You're a big help.
if I'm thinking slow, moving slow. I would say speaking slow, but I talk so fast all the time.
Next up is... Oh, right.
Stick to the recipe.
Exact.
We've got some sleepy time with zinc and echinacea tea in a nice little mug here. Perfect sipping temperature.
You did it.
Now, I think we're just gonna hang out with whichever one of our, usually as we start a day, one of our party members will be like, I wonder what C is up to today. I think we'll just hang out with whichever partner decides to think about us that morning. Work from there.
Marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer. Hey, so
I spoke with a woman who had lost her husband in the Tradia Desert. His carriage was attacked, and that was the end of it. How awful. If the military's going to do nothing, then how about we do something ourselves?
Certainly.
I do believe a bounty has been listed for the desert monster. We may want to pay a visit to the recruitment center for further details. Maybe we should go to the recruitment center today, actually. They've tried to guide us there a few times, and it's really fallen on deaf ears, because I've just been like, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to sit on my bench and grow my wisdom. Okay. We'll go to the recruitment center today, actually.
well then.
Now, do y'all remember where the recruitment center is?
What is it?
Because I don't really. Though a good little trek is good for the soul. This is a magic shop. That is not the recruitment center. Are y'all playing this game too? Do y'all have like Grand Trad memorized yet? I bet you do, because I bet you're further into the game than me. We are what? We're about a month into the game being out. 2 months if you count the demo, give or take. And I truly am not that far, because I am splitting this game between... I'm splitting my time between this game, Shin Megami Tensei 5, and also living a very full, fruitful, happy life. So jot that down. Now, recruitment center. I'm going to take a look at the map if I remember the button for it.
All right then.
What's this? That's new. Wow. Recruitment center is here.
Go.
Let's just go ahead and fast travel there.
Right.
Accepting a bounty is not a bad idea. Plus, it looks like none of the soldiers from your recruitment interview are here. If anyone gets suspicious, we can fake it by mentioning Hulkenberg. Who's he? He's cool. I like his poncho sleeveless. That's not a poncho. It's like a poncho pattern on a non-poncho piece of fabric. I don't know. We can't harp on it. I don't know how to verbalize things sometimes. So where does a man accept? At the board? Do I accept things at the board? Bulletin board? There sure are a lot of wanted posters. Hey, this bulletin board also has a bounty hunter ranking pinned to it. First place is... Oh, Katharina. That has to be the Katharina we know, right? I bet it is. I guess she really is worth her salt. Impressive. But these contracts aren't anything you couldn't handle. It'd just take a while to catch up to Katharina. Okay, so how do I get... What do you... God, everybody's so beautiful. I've got to get over that. I can't talk to everybody. Ugh, the captain's gone. The Grand Cathedral's a mess. My work keeps piling up. What? You here for the bounties? Oh, sure, have a look. Slay bounty targets. You can accept bounty requests at the recruitment center. These targets are very powerful, but you'll be rewarded in kind. Bounty requests are added over time, so don't forget to check back. It's good you haven't been found out. Maybe I was worrying too much. Now, are they really that hard? 10,000 bucks is not too bad, but also I got money. I'm not broke. Maneater Mangela, friend of the wastes. I need to slay the Maneater Mangela in Tradia. Another Tradia Desert one. South of Grand Trad. The informant at the Hushed Honeybee Inn in Grand Trad should have more details. He always does. 10,000 reeve just to defeat this monster. I guess they must really be struggling with it.
What you want?
This one caught your attention. It's a request to slay a Maneater Mangela. I've read it. Even though it has the run of the desert, it usually hides in its entourage of wild dogs. Take out enough wild dogs and it'll show itself eventually. The military's short-handed, so this one's been difficult to handle. You still want the contract? I'll take it. You're brave for someone so young. Okay, it's all yours. To get to the desert, go through the large gates. I know how to do things. Also, beasts are not your only concern out there. You'll run into a swarm of sandworms. Now, though I remember those. Those were spooky. I don't trust those. And I don't trust myself to handle those. If you're unlucky, so beware. As for the details, we're too understaffed to give you much, so go ask an informant. That bunch just rubs me the wrong way, though. If you do somehow manage to slay the Mangela, bring back the rampage your tail as evidence. Good luck and try not to get yourself killed out there.
Let's do it.
Do you guys think it's hard? I get money, my courage goes up, and I clear a side quest, and I like to have things cleared. That way I have, like, less quests, like, weighing on me. It's like, please do me, you know? It's like women. They're all just fucking in line saying, please do me. And it's like, I will get you when I get you, and it stresses me out that I can't get to all of you. Life is hard. Yo, I want to just go try to do this today. Am I in over my head trying to do this?
No.
A man has to be in over his head every once in a while. One, to humble himself. But also two, sometimes you do not shine until you're in over your head. No. Let me just get my ass to San Lamio Street, which I believe to be this way.
Isn't this nice? No.
And if I'm wrong, don't you fucking yell at me. I'm learning, sister. I'm learning, brother.
Blasphemy.
I made it here. Alright. I guess we're just gonna go. Now, wait a minute.
What now?
Let me fix my archetypes. I want to go back to being a mage. That's my home for now. Not that. That's the Seeker. And then Warrior, Brawler. Let's put him back on the Seeker, but give him that healing move, right? You can have 2 skills? Wait, can we all have 2 skills? That is so advanced. I'm gonna give him weak slash to 1, weak slash to 1 enemy 2 to 4 times. I'm gonna give him that. Now, can I also have 2 skills? No, that's a him thing. Now, is it a stroll thing or is it a seeker thing? We'll have to learn. Sorry my chair squeaks so much. It kind of is what it is. And also, sorry in advance if I'm like a bit more quiet tonight. I'm comfy.
I love it.
And instead of being like, he's boring tonight, I'm bored. How about you get comfy too? Cuddle up. If you can't cuddle up right now, then stop the video. Wait, turn it back on when you can cuddle up. Cuddle up and appreciate a nice ginger-haired, tired man, you know? I want to go to the desert and I want to get bodied by some worms. Ooh, you are so right. You are so right. Let's go talk to the informant.
Come off it.
What now? All right then.
Let's go.
What to do? Oh.
Oh, why?
God, I am grateful. What is it?
I can run faster, huh? Sorry.
What is it? Amazing.
There's my best friend, the informant, the knowledgeable man. 20% off, hey, get it.
Want in on this?
You've surely heard of the stretch of the desert to the south of here. That's Tradia Desert. It lies beyond the large gate. Most travelers and cargo arrive at Grand Trad after making their way through that desert. Consequently, there's no shortage of people who have been attacked while traveling through it.
Between us.
They're harassed on the journey by swarms of Volmo and giant monstrous birds. The threats are too numerous to name, but the worst is Man-Eater Mangela. Word is, not only does it breathe, its breath burn like fire, it also spreads a foul poison. Fuck. So we mustn't be weak to fire, and we mustn't be susceptible to poisons. If you fight it, you also have to be wary of its howl. In addition to being resistant to the heat, fire magic is ineffective against it. The blaze only invigorates it, so mind your tactics. Conversely, it's quite susceptible to the cold, meaning ice magic is effective against it. You'd best remember that and prepare accordingly. That's all I know. Unless you want to end up as another set of bones getting bleached by the desert sun, you better know when to run. Okay. Now, I don't happen to have anybody else... What? Get out of here.
What is it?
I don't have the ability to teach anybody else on my team an ice move real quick, do I? I'd have to like give them the mage archetype and then level them up a few times for them to be able to get it. Yeah. I'll see what I can do with just me having a nice skill. Well, let me see something real quick. Because this doesn't come with a nice skill, does it? No, you do have to earn it. By getting to rank 2. You know what? No time like the present. We can probably get it to rank 2 before we get to the boss. Right?
I see. Fascinating.
Not.
This right here. All right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
And while we're at it, let's go ahead and throw. Now, right now, she's only got that fire move, which is gonna really not be of much use. So we really gotta set this up right.
All right. I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right.
I'm counting.
My thought is that in assigning them both to this,
Of course.
by the time we get to the big spooky boss that requires ice skills, maybe they will have both reached the rank at which they unlock the ice skill. And I will either keep them as the mage, or I will switch them to another thing and let them inherit the mage's ice move. Are you seeing where I'm coming from here?
Yeah.
The little warm in this room, which makes sense because I'm bundled the hell up because it's been cold lately, and I got me some hot tea, like I said. I told y'all it was perfect sipping temperature, and what that means to me is as hot as possible, that I can still get it down without like damage.
Right. I could get used
Oh
to this.
fuck, I forgot to switch to it. gonna keep you able to heal. And we'll do the one for all. Seems more useful. And that's how we're going to be built.
All right then.
Let's go.
Come off it.
Hey. Yep.
Wish me luck. Let me go ahead and save while I still can. Can you believe that a wasteland this wild has been so close to Grand Trad all this time? Makes for easier bounty hunting, I suppose. We should attempt to reduce the number of monsters here, for the sake of the travelers that pass through the area. All set then, I'm ready when you are. We don't need to read everything, I'm too tired to be reading. Good evening, Moore, I love you. I love a desert too, we've been over this, I love sand. It's gonna be full of monsters past here, is this where you want to explore today? It's where I am exploring.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go. Okay, I see the wolves. Monsters seem to be on the rise, even this close to the capital. Doesn't take long to feel like you're really in the wild.
Yes.
And present times make the capital a popular destination. We cannot stand idly by. This bounty apparently leads to a pack of wild dogs, but it's something called a mandula?
Just a sec.
What was that monster just now? Did it approach because it sensed
So
us?
apparently,
Looks like it checked up on us and then ran
well
back.
then,
Let's just focus on the smaller curs. It can't ignore us forever.
Yes.
Is that what I'm gonna fight? It looked mean. It looked big and mean and meaty and mean and meaty and mean and mean and meaty. So you aim to lure it out. As good a plan as any. So let us be about it. Here we go. Some bounty requests require a number of enemies to be killed before you can fight the main target. Once you've defeated the required number of enemies, the bounty will appear. Make sure you're prepared for the real battle to begin. Do I have a counter anywhere or not? Is it just kind of like a guess? Why is my MP not fully up? What did I use it on already? That's quite upsetting. And I just need to kill dogs for like nothing else. And those sandworms better not even think about fucking with me. I'm not about a sandworm. Who spotted me?
We
And
got this. Hey, you found something.
where are the wolves that I'm looking to fight? Am I going crazy? There they are. One moment, I'll grab a fight with them. Alright guys, here we go. Oh, luckily they're easy for me to defeat. That sandworm, not so much. And that sandworm very much sees me. Get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Ooh, I don't have time for him right now. I'm just out here trying to live. Okay, okay, wait a minute. Moore's cat, Moore's cat, Moore's cat. Just to save, quick save, any chance I get.
Yep.
Oh. Okay, back in this door. Oh, here they are. Excuse me, worms.
Let's push through.
Do it.
How's that?
Is Wiggler from Mario a worm or a caterpillar? Me and Garrison were discussing this earlier. I think he's a caterpillar. Garrison didn't disagree. He just called it a worm. I said, actually, I think it's a caterpillar, and then the conversation died there. The Nintendo Music app is why this came up. They have a Wiggler playlist. And we just clicked on that, and it was fun. Now, that playlist is fine. It's just 5 songs about Wiggler. I'm going to be so real with you. Here we go.
Look.
The Boo playlist goes much harder. And also, if you are really looking for like actually good songs, the Splatoon 2 and 3 music goes fucking nuts. Splatoon 1 as well, but just Splatoon 2 and 3 really go nuts. And something huge, and it's headed right for us. Fuck. Seems like messing with its pack has made it really angry. Oh no. I'm glad we just said we're not ready for this fight. They both have fire moves. He can't be hit by fire. We did not rank up as much as I thought we would. I thought we were going to get in more fights than we did. Fuck. I need to go do more fights. Damn, it's huge. Between the worms and this guy, the people in town are essentially trapped. One certainly expects beasts in a desert, but for something like this to appear. No kidding. This isn't the type of fellow the city guard can handle. We've got to do something.
Stay present and focused.
Watch yourself. This is no mere worm or wild dog. It's a scorpion dog. Yeah, I can see that just fine.
Get ready.
Here it comes. Brace yourselves. We're not ready for this. Our archetypes are not in line with what this battle wants from us. Fuck. Okay, I got some synthesis skills. Damn, the synthesis skills are going crazy though. Medium to 1 goes pretty nuts. Is it worth 2 turns? Yes. Maybe. Wish me luck.
Counting on you. Ice.
You hit their weakness.
Who needs it?
Oh, this'll be easy enough, I think. That took out a decent chunk of his HP. We might be able to get this. Why is he going again?
Let's do this. Not the right move. No holding back.
Damn. I believe I have an ice item. I'm not afraid to use it. I don't want to die here today.
Hit their weak point.
I
Keep it
stand
up, bro.
ready. Comrades, lend me your strength.
I'm loaded up on fucking fire moves.
From our provisions.
Hulkenberg got them right
I
in
will
their
fight
weak
with.
spot.
Let's set it up. Coordination is key.
This one kills.
Tactic.
We're all gonna be weak to it because we're the same class, which is a fucking nightmare. We've really got to get him down before he gets all of us down.
Here.
Hit their weak point.
Is everyone all right?
We also need to heal. Remind me to do that in a second here.
Adjust the thing.
Hulkenberg got them right
Let's
in
stay
their
calm.
weak spot.
We'll do this together. We'll team up.
You hit their weakness.
Who needs igniters?
That's your opening,
I
Captain.
shall vanquish evil. Are you well? I knew you'd help.
I'm obliged.
Let us fight. They got you.
No. Don't you even think about using that useless move right now.
From our provisions.
What a shame.
Nothing.
Let's work together.
This might take him
Counting
out.
on you.
Cool.
Satisfactory. I shall strive to use this power
A
wisely.
new ability.
Okay, now they've got ice. I mean, it's a little
Protection.
future reference. If we need it, they got it. Got the tail.
However,
That this bounty had been left unaddressed. The military must be truly short-handed.
Even so.
True, and while I'm glad we can profit from it, this sort of thing really is their responsibility.
yes.
I could not agree more. At least the threat to this area has been neutralized, for now, anyway.
Right.
Absolutely. That's enough for now. Slater, let's go report in at the recruitment center. Could you let me stay here and grind for a little bit, actually? I want to keep exploring a little. Okay, but just a little. There may still be monsters around, so keep your eyes peeled. That's why I'm staying. Okay. I'm not going to make you watch me grind, even though it's 11:30 at night and I shouldn't be dragging on my recording too long.
What now?
I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, get my grinding done. I'll be right back and we'll actually continue forward with something interesting. So, be right back. I was out here afraid of these sandworms for nothing. I just made quick work of pretty much every enemy out here. They do respawn. I want to show you. I was out here, like I said, very spooked about these sandworms. But watch this shit. They truly are just a hop and a skip away from being killed at any second. And the big crow raven birds too. Same shit. Just as easy to body them. Now, I'm not going to make you watch me grind this. We'll go ahead and leave here. I gained a level. And everybody gained like an archetype rank. Somebody's doing alright. I could truly grind here forever. It would take a while. But I could get some real shit done. It's quite easy. But we'll be done. We'll move forward. We had a good day out. Did this take time out of our day? No. Wait. Did this not take time out of our day?
Hey.
It did, okay. It's gonna be night soon. Should we call it a day and head back? Who is this quest from? The, recruitment center. Back to the city. Let's leave. There's not much else we can do at night right now, is there, other than, like, cook and talk to the people in the tavern? Oh, I can't even go to the nice tavern and cook. I gotta go to the traveler's tavern because I was out too late.
All right.
We've taken down the Mandula that was terrorizing the desert, so that bounty is all ours now. 'Tis a reward in itself to know that one less threat menaces the capital. Of course, we should collect our fair compensation, as we've most certainly earned it. I'm glad we were able to help people too. Is she sitting on a cup? Slater, let's go report at the recruitment center before we forget. Fortin's announcement is just around the corner. 2 days until the Sanctus announcement. One after this. There's no point trying to predict what he's going to say now. 'Twould be wise to make the most of the time we have remaining. Perhaps there are others who require our aid, or we could develop our
Guess we're
archetypes.
splitting up.
You know, all things considered, I think we did a great job today. Let's get some food in us and then we can hit the hay. I'd say we earned a good rest today. Good job.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Off we go. Gotta hit the recruitment center though. It's happening tomorrow, the Sanctus Grand announcement. I don't fully know what that's gonna consist of, but I don't think anybody does. Now let me just fucking
What now?
fast travel.
All right then.
Let's go.
Y'all having a good night? I hope it's nighttime for you. This is not a daytime video. Don't watch this during the daytime. Y'all having a good night though. Now who do I talk to report such a thing? Surely not. You really managed to slay the bounty. That's certainly its rampage your tale. Even the military soldiers fled from it in fear. You lot are something else.
We did it.
Good money. And courage. How much courage, though?
All right.
I'm no longer going to be Craven. No, I'm still Craven. Damn it. Popularity up?
Amazing.
The recruitment centers in other cities should also handle contracts. I have not yet been to another city. I didn't realize that there were going to be more cities, but I should have figured that, like, a big modern game has more than one city. You got any more? Nah, not for now. What do y'all want to do today? You want to go hang out with Stroll? I feel like that could be nice. Where does he hang out? Just on the street? Fancy boy living on the street? Not living. Fancy boy hanging out on the street?
No.
Stroll, where are you? My love. Let's talk to this man while we're here.
Blimey. Hello there.
Isn't that? Let's see.
Or Magla.
Yep.
I currently feel quite rich with Magla, but I do fear that that feeling of wealth is going to fade as the real shit starts going down. Now, I believe him to be on San Lameo Street, don't I? Stroll, I believe, is on San Lameo. I would like to walk... we can't kill too much time.
What now? All right then. Go.
Stroll, where are you? Stroll is maybe he's not here. He was here. There he is. I saw him. You're not. Why did I? What the hell did I think I saw? Oh, because I did see him. Okay.
Yeah.
It's you. Staying put like this puts the day of calamity in mind for me. So I'm in a bit of a bind. This regards Lord Hydron. That landowner in Grand Trad my family's old caretaker mentioned the other day. Rumors say he's clever, and not in the good way. I'm lost about how to approach him. I'll go with you.
Thanks
I'm
so much.
clever. I have a note that I typed up probably in 2017, so it's been like probably at least 7 years. It's a note that says, I'll always be clever and I'll miss you forever. Corny ass. I think about that all the time though, because like I am clever as hell. I'm glad I acknowledge that myself. Thank you. Just having you by my side would be reassuring. He's a devout sanctus, so we should look for him near the Grand Cathedral. We've never hung out with Hulkenberg, have we? We've only hung out with Stroll. I was told Lord Hydron comes here often. Right on cue. Wow, he's pretty. He's bad. He looks like he'd be bad. I don't like those tiny little chicken wings in the front. If I'm not mistaken, you're the young Lord Stroll, are you not? It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Hydron, but how do you know me? Nary a soul in the kingdom hasn't heard at least rumors of Halley's tragedy. Perhaps you've come to reflect and pray. No, I've come to see you, actually. I understand full well that this request may seem unreasonable, but...
Truth is,
I've come to beg the use of some of the vacant domiciles in the capital. As you know, my countrymen who fled Halley reside here, sleeping in the streets. Without roofs over their heads, they barely scrape by, and so I implore you, please consider offering your support to these fine people.
no.
Are you implying I should do this as some manner of charity? Am I to be compensated in any... Damn, we hate to see it. I'm not surprised. This city, every chance the city gets, if this city takes every opportunity it can to kick us in our sympathy nuts, if we dare have sympathy, or God forbid empathy, we will be kicked in our two nuts, our sympathy and our empathy nuts. This place is tough. This place is cruel. And some fucking jerk-ass man would be like, that's life. It's not. Life is actually quite kind if you open your fucking stupid little pink eyes. I don't know why white people, and I'm turning more pink as I get older, so I might be becoming evil. The pinker a white person is, the more they're going to say something unhinged and like not right. Do not let us... This is why I don't fight with Americans. I don't fight with people that fucking are pink and that their poop floats. If your poop floats, you're not even eating right. You're not thinking right. I'm not fighting with you. Or if you're pink. And I'm turning pink more by the day, so I'm going to have to stop arguing with anybody. Odd that you would partition me on their behalf to begin with. It's not as though they are still your responsibility. Besides, is poverty not an individual's onus to bear? They were attacked and forced to flee their homes. You would still hold them responsible for their lack of means?
Yes.
So fate was cruel to them, and they could not rise above it. Should they not hold themselves to higher standards, I'm afraid I'm under no obligation here. Besides, what if your own circumstances, with your parents and land gone, you have little else to anchor you? Consider restoring the glory of your house before you worry about the rabble. You're right about one thing. I was a fool to ask for your aid. I know he's not giving up. Are you giving up?
What?
Not at all. I'm far from done. Incidentally, don't I know your compatriot from somewhere? You needn't worry about him. Besides, I must apologize for taking up your precious time today. But before I go, I would have you know that those refugees are my people, and no matter your stance on it, I will do everything in my power to save them.
Worry not.
My good lad. I'm sure I must come across rather harshly, but it's not as though I have no sympathy for you. Abandoned by your parents, shunned by your relations, you were left to the harsh truths of the royal capital too young. It's a pity. You have terrible phrasing. Pity?
Hang on.
You should choose your words more carefully.
Stop.
Let's not let our tempers get the best of us. This isn't over yet. He's better than me. He's better than me. I'm not afraid to kick somebody in the teeth even if they are beautiful.
Sorry.
I'm not violent, I promise. I'm sorry. When I get in a video game, I get in my video game state of mind where I'm like, I can do whatever. IRL, I haven't kicked somebody in the teeth since... I don't think I've ever kicked somebody in the teeth. I haven't physically fought somebody. My dad's wedding. But that was quick. That wasn't like a full brawl. That was just like a, you know what, come at me, I dare you. And then they did. But, I haven't had a full brawl since 2021. I know I look like a little baby faggot. You're like, oh, fight, that kid. Try me. I can do more than you think I can. But don't really come at me. Please, God, I'm not looking to fight. Please, Lord. I'm so sorry, Rengif. I wasn't able to persuade Lord Hydron to offer assistance. It was always going to be a tall order, but he tossed it aside, calling it personal responsibility. And that, I couldn't abide.
No.
Please don't apologize. That you went to such efforts is more than we could ask.
Yes.
Besides, you needn't worry about us, young master. Your focus should rest on the rebuilding of your great house.
Yes.
I hate the way people view just the hierarchy and class system of like a medieval-ish world like this, like the lords, and the way these people really deeply are like, we must uphold you. It's like, but I don't know, they're doing it with all their heart. They're happy to do it. This man doesn't seem like he's being burdened to care about this man, but my words don't make sense tonight. I'm sorry if I'm rambling and not making sense. House Salacious must rise again from the ruin that human wrought. Restore it to its former glory, or, I should hope, to greater heights still. I heard you've been living off the generosity of the noble families who respected your lord parents. To be brought so low couldn't have been easy for you. Your people only wish to see your house flourish once again. With your inheritance, you should.
Wait.
Excuse my interruption, but did you say inheritance? When the village was destroyed, I don't recall any mention of one. So you were unaware of it. I suspected as much, given our conversation the other day. Your father would have kept it separate from the estate. Of this, I have no doubt, though I couldn't begin to say how or where.
Taking that into account.
Interesting. Well, if there were any clues left, I'm sure they would all point to Halia. Let's go investigate.
Well then.
Sounds like an investigation is in order. Perhaps, though I doubt anything survived the fire.
Hey, so.
Regardless, I'll make the journey back home on my own, alright? I'll not burden you with a wild goose chase. No. We do this together, brother.
No.
We do this together, brother. But I sincerely doubt we'll find anything in that rubble. Then we will come up empty-handed together, and with our empty hands we will what? Hold one another platonically. I'm not looking to fall in love with you.
Thank you.
Though you're worth falling in love with. But listen, thank you for today. I would have lost it if you hadn't been there to keep me calm. I've avoided this for too long. It's time to face the ruins of my home head on. Might I ask your help again? I'm not sure I could take another step without you at my side. Anytime, babe. Oh, I made hearts happen. That's cute. I didn't realize I could do that. Can I do that again? That's so fun. I can sense Strol's deep-seated trust and burgeoning resolve.
he. Now, a new power.
Of course I'd like you to come, but...
Wait, so Swordmaster's a new archetype? Yeah, look at that. It's tied to the warrior. It's like a new branch of the warrior. Okay. Swordmaster archetype unlocked. You can now study the Swordmaster in Academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. I definitely will. I do hope you'll find the inheritance your parents left you. All they'd hope for was that you would come into your own with a worthy house. They would be so proud of how wise beyond your years you've become. Your father especially. You're just like him in that respect. I'm not worthy to share mention of my father, but whatever the case, I intend to honor their wishes. Pray await my return. Oh, here we go. Sanctus Announcement Day. Whatever that means. Oh. Do you have any new intel or nah?
Amazing.
You know I'm gonna make that. Oh, I think I'm out of red wheat. I should have bought more of the red stuff. Red grass roasted beto. I don't have the red grass. Do I have it? I'm so mad. Y'all gotta remind me to go buy that during my days, and I can't buy it tomorrow because it seems like our day's gonna be taken up by this announcement. We'll see. Okay. Oh, I need all three things.
You're a big help.
Okay. Well, maybe we can make something else.
You're a big help.
Next up is...
We finished preparing the fish.
Then...
Since we're not making we're making cockatoo woolly cloud omelet. The eggs in this dish are supposed to have a fluffy looking texture. How do we do that? As somebody that makes eggs sometimes twice a day, at least once every day, you do want to whisk it. Whisking it is the way to go. I don't know if low heat's the answer. Cooking on a low heat.
Let's try this.
Whoa.
Oh, so we let the residual heat slowly finish the eggs. Gotcha. Time to get started. Oh, fuck yeah, we did it.
Nice job.
Tolerance up.
All right.
I'm a tolerant motherfucker. Look at me, open-minded and still climbing upward. What is above open-minded? Kinky? Taboo? Pervation? No, that's... There's like a certain, like, you're a good person, you become more open-minded. You're a better person, you're kinky. And then the minute you hit perv, it's downhill. That's part of the downhill spike. Spikes? Downhill... I don't know. My brain's dead, you guys. I went to a Joanne Fabrics today. Burnt my brain straight out. I love that place.
Right then. Today's Forden's big announcement.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
I've got this one breakout right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It like hurts and it's ugly and I like can't make it go away.
Gents, lend me your ears. Sanctifex Forden has spoken. The giant face in the sky The massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctus Church has officially recognized these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
I'm super into Batland, this orange-haired man doing announcements.
And so,
I like him a lot.
His Majesty has decreed, whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king. This is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Anyone?
Even me. If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
Me? In charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's review what we know, shall we? First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. We've worked out that much. The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you
Upper
do become
crusters.
popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Actually, no, the king will not let that happen.
Quite a valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table. Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
Batlin, are you married?
Literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
But hold
We
on.
got a
You mean
criminal
to say we
president.
might not be ruled by Clamar. What does that mean for us?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word. Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
Do y'all agree, in addition to being fine, that he's just charming as a person, or am I alone on that? Do I have to make a hear me out cake to say that Batlin, whatever his name is
chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent and shall abide by them.
They
worth
conceded that
marrying?
one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news too.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alsace in place? It seems that too was part of His Majesty's magic. Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
So we have to make people not like Louis. If we want to kill Luis, we also have to knock down his popularity. Because we cannot kill this man unless the people don't want him as president. As leader, as king. King. Okay? Jot that down. Jot it down. Well, that's not good now, is it?
Good. No, 'tis not indeed. This marks Luis as nigh untouchable. I will still seek to find him. Yet, even should we stand before the man himself, we could not kill him.
Now, Forden cannot be killed either, by the way.
Kill him, then how do we break the curse?
And I don't trust
What the hell's
Forden
the
either.
king thinking? Grius was trying to save his son. He died for it.
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Luis to dominate through sheer martial strength. We appear to be at an impasse.
Everyone,
Fabienne.
have you seen Maria?
No.
I checked her room and she isn't there. She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
She'll be alright. She'll be alright. Hey, I'm gonna go look for her. She'll be alright. You've got this. We've got this.
You will? Thank you.
Of course.
When I think of what might happen to her.
Of course we
If she
will.
left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, We might find some clues.
Oh no, I have to search around town, and we all know I do not know town that well. This might be the hardest fight for me, is figuring out a game of hide and seek in this town.
Where?
Maria. Man, I really gotta fucking find a girl. Have you seen a girl?
Whatever.
Maria. What do you mean that kid? Yeah, I saw her earlier. Really? Where is she headed? The stairs north of Sunshade Row. You know, by the general store. Didn't look to be running an errand, though. The general store? We might find someone else who saw her if we head over there. I don't even know what the... Okay, they marked it on the map for me. That was very kind of them, because I do not know what that means. General store. There's a magic store over here. We have yet to really utilize it. We'll just go toward the marker. Let's not dawdle. No yoink? Have you seen Maria? You're a child.
Hey, mister.
I bet the next king's gonna punish the bad... Every time I see these cute kids, I'm like, I want to know what the cute kids are talking about. It's always racism. Racism is the new black, and the kids are in fashion, in vogue even. And I'm not. I am like El Primo racist target. Like I am... Do you remember, was it one of the Beatles? I don't remember exactly who it was. It was a white person. They had a song, I think it was a Beatle. They had a song that said, "Woman is the N-word of the world." Or maybe his N-word is the woman of the world. Regardless, that's what I am in this world. That's crazy that they did that. And they probably had a good point, and they probably like had a good intent. It's just like looking back at it from now, it looks so insane, and it might have been insane even at the time, but like I'm not trying to, you know, just like react. Oh my god, that's crazy. I'm sure, you know, good things sometimes come in very weird packages.
Sorry, but...
Oh, hello. Hey, say, we're looking for a little girl. Have you seen anyone like that around here? Oh, could it be that half-blood? If so, then yes. Y'all need to stop. The way y'all talk about people is sick. I did see her. She was muttering Papa Oh and looking all sad. I saw her go through the back alley. Could she have gone to the Grand Cathedral? Maybe she went to go visit his body? Which would be... Did he even end up getting a proper burial in the mausoleum, or did fucking Zorba do something weird and like animate him or something? Also, Zorba got away. Let us not forget that Zorba is on the loose. Zorba is at large.
Well then, if you see...
Excuse me, everybody. Excuse me, everybody. How does one get over here?
Hello there.
Do you know that little half-blood girl? You can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking for trouble. She just went inside. Wait, you let her pass? Why? The way her eyes looked, I'd not to be the one to stop her now. She's been coming to pray for a while, no matter how many glares she gets. She's mourning, and I hate to interrupt that.
Huh? Why?
This isn't about everybody, this is about her. So, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray, and he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral is broken?
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore, but I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again, hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong. don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
This is why it's important to have actual healthy conversations about death with children. She, because she didn't ever have these conversations, doesn't fully understand it, thinks that maybe she could play some part in it, and it's just... We teach children to, like, be afraid of death when we don't talk about death. But also, y'all are adults afraid of death. Let's talk about that. What is the Western obsession with being afraid of death? That's a whole conversation. We won't do it right now, but... That's not why.
That's not why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your fault at all.
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
Why can't we talk to her like a fucking adult? What do you mean I have to say, don't worry, it'll work out? Yes, that is a part of it. Let's talk about the bad man and what makes them bad, and... But also bad is kind of subjective. It'll work out.
It'll work out somehow. I'm sure of it.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. The prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe. Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria. Yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper
Is
together.
Fabienne not her mother? The way she calls her Miss Fabienne has me, like,
Thank
curious.
you for finding her.
Regardless, she plays the mother role
It
for
looks
her.
like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot
We've just got to make...
yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
We've got to change... What is going on in that cage? Oh, there's a chicken in that cage behind us. I thought that was a hand. I got very spooked. Behind Stroll, do you see that cage? There's a chicken in there. I think our plan of attack is... If the people that the public wants potentially as king, top 3, top 5, whatever, are represented and those people are then protected by king's magic, we have to knock him down from that position. We have to make him not... We have to remove him from being in the running for king so he can then stop being protected by the magic. Right?
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
I'm yawning up a storm tonight, y'all. Sorry. Give me my little pants.
Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Let's think about it together,
Let's
then.
think about it together.
Keeping me company, are you? You really are a strange one. My kind of strange, if I'm honest. That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Would you like to read it?
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we've finally some room to breathe. Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We've a kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's
Yeah, that's what I was thinking right now.
You suppose there's some common inspiration?
Like, he was explaining this, he's like, that sounds so different than our life, but it sounds exactly what the king is putting in place. Like, we cannot kill the next person that's in running for king. Anybody's in the running. We are choosing from among the people. The king was very much aware of this story. He had more locked up within his own mind, within his own book, something like that, for this story. But it also seemed like he kind of aligned himself with it. In a way, with what he's doing now.
Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us. Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive. A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse.
Or if that's even the right choice. Like, I don't like Luis. I will never be aligned with Luis. If the people want him, they want him. But also, if they're being manipulated into wanting him, that's another thing. But also, like, who's he running against? Right now, it's him and... What's the Constant's name? Fucking... I don't remember, but fucking, he's evil. And I think Luis makes some good points, unfortunately.
Sleep should come easier now. I think I'll give it another chance. Wait, how long have you been asleep?
Speaking of sleep, I took a nap today on the couch while Garrison was putting up 2 Christmas trees. He said we're doing 2 Christmas trees this year. I said, you are Martha Stewart of my home. And let me remind you, Garrison's just the person I live with. We do not date. Though every time we go out in public, I think people think we're dating, because yesterday at the mall...
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime.
Yesterday at the mall, this girl was like, you guys are so beautiful, which was very sweet. And I was like, you guys. And then today at Hot Topic, I could just tell. We had to go to the mall again to... Let me show you what I got at Hot Topic today. It's like a Letterman jacket. Let me make this big. This is very important that you guys see this. Hey guys. This is important. It's like a Letterman jacket, but it's Hello Kitty, and it's super cute. And we saw it yesterday at the mall. We both wanted one. And we decided, no, we mustn't, right? Today we had to go back. We had hot cash on our fridge so we were glad we went back today because we could spend that hot cash. We didn't have it yesterday, which is just coupons. And we both got one of those. He got a bunch of things. And then the woman said, "Do you have an account?" Kirsten said, "I do have an account." She put up the account. We got so many deals. I came out of there. That was a $60 fucking jacket thing. I came out of there with that and some candy for 37 bucks. Deals. So not too bad, not too bad. But I could tell that she thought we were together too. And I was like, we are not together. We've not been together for many a year, but we are like brothers at this point. Like to me, Garrison's like a brother in a weird, sick way. So we have like a deep closeness. I think people mistake for that. Also, I think if you just see two beautiful gay people together, you're like, ah, they must be a couple. No.
To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom. And we call it...
We should do a variety show for kingship. Kingdom?
Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials. First, we have the exhibition of the brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win.
So we've got a set of trials set up. But who organized these trials? Who built this game that is now in place? Did the church build this game? Because then, like, clearly it's rigged for the church.
Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch, or in it to win?
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it would be easy. And the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
Yeah, I guess our main goal is...
That reminds me. A crier
the
for
prince.
The church was handing these out.
Sometimes I forget that. Sometimes I think our main goal is to kill Luis. We just want to do that to break the curse. So if we can break the curse, who cares who's president or king or whatever?
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
You think
Forden's his name.
The competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
Does the prince even want the throne? If I was a prince, I wouldn't want the throne. I'm gonna be so fucking real with you. I don't want a throne. And if I was just sick my whole life from boyhood to now, don't put me on a throne. I want to go have fun. I want to go drink. I want to go eat flowers. I want to go in a field. And I want to graze. If I have been ill my whole life, I want to graze. I want to rip a fish out of water with my bare teeth. Like I want a running stream and I want fish. I'm gonna spit it out because I don't be liking fish like that. And also, you know, fish, like you go live your life, fish. But like I got life to live. Don't make me king. As an elder, I'm an outcast in the city. I think that gives us an advantage here. What if we get the people's attention?
Couldn't we get the people's attention somehow?
How do you mean?
If we make ourselves too obvious, we're likely to have an even harder time getting close to Luis.
What should we do to get closer to Luis? Make him come to us.
We'll make Luis come to us.
How would we accomplish that? We're but strangers to him, and he gains nothing from it.
Don't make me enter the tournament. I'm trying not to say let's enter the tournament. That is such... I don't want to enter the tournament. I don't want to be king.
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
In Shin Megami Tensei 5 right now, they're making me...
Hey, were you even listening to us?
They're making me sit on the throne of creation, which is basically that game's version of the king's throne in this game, which is much more intense because then you have to like create existence. This is just ruling a fucking world. That's nothing compared to being a god. But I'm tired of being put on thrones. I don't want to be on a throne.
Besides,
I just want to be a dude.
Isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
I just want to give seeds to birds and rip fish out of running streams with my teeth. That's all I want.
Wait.
I'm a simple man.
Crazy, but I think he might be onto something there.
A dirty Missouri boy. Don't you put me on that throne.
Just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit. But it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
That's okay. I don't need it. I don't need my life. I'm having fun. Infiltrating Luis's ranks will be dangerous. If I'm found out, I'll be as good as dead.
What do you think?
I can fend for myself. I'll be alright.
Do you want to enter the running?
I mean, I don't want to, but like, if it's fate, it's fate.
No point fighting my fate.
Your courage is admirable.
Right.
I'm reminded of the words the prince spoke to me in our youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
I inherited Grace's journal. So what are we doing now?
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger? Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
I have to carry on his legacy, you see.
I have to carry on his legacy.
I see. Well, I'm sure he'd be glad to hear it. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's
I don't
the competition?
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Number one fan, Maria.
Maria. Now, eh? Your Majesty.
Don't call me that. I better not actually succeed. It's just a plan.
Oh, impossible, is it? As impossible as a castle floating in the sky?
She's got you there.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
Oh, I'll be back. I will visit every so
It
often.
might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
She needs to go make friends with some of those racist kids out there. Maybe she can open their minds while she's at it. We will meet again, Rhea.
We'll see each other again.
You better not forget.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we're unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
This should be the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
Look, anybody can run. I'm asking the questions here.
I'm asking the questions here.
Did I just hear you right, mate?
You fucking
You're
did.
mad. You're gonna make this more difficult.
I don't give a fuck. I can handle
I'd not
difficult.
have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you
Yeah.
just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
I can. I'll tell you that much. Everybody can.
Elder. Now that I think of it, weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out.
You... With that haircut, you're going to step up to me. With that haircut, Kathy Griffin, Ronald McDonald, I swear to God, don't do this. Do not do this. I'm going to hurt you.
What? We got a deserter turning up.
Deserter?
They said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too. Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
That was a close one.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
I've slain humans multiple times at this point.
Some
Pay
postings
attention to
over there.
me.
They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
I've got to play the role of pick-me for Luis at this point.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out. But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on. There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
You lot here for this tournament, then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme, a villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
This might just be perfect.
Heisme. Who are you?
You have any idea who that is?
I like his necklace.
That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that. Besides...
Well, luckily we're not sending you in, so it can be okay.
Looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play act.
Says the young man in a fucking pimp jacket with a dog.
Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
That's the most play acting I've ever seen. They're making me mad today. I don't know what it
He
is.
was right
Maybe the
about the rules,
racism.
What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
Also, why does the Sanctists, why do the Sanctists get to like set up the rules of this gauntlet? Why is nobody questioning this? Especially when they have a person in the race. Hello? I'm supposed to get to Monster's head, so why are you going for criminal? I know what he's up to. Maybe he's got a big head.
Maybe this criminal has a really big head?
Come on, that's a stretch. And if he had a gigantic head, you'd think they'd mention it in the contract.
Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
She's been oh, he's so fine.
Really
He's so
taking the
fine for no reason.
You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight?
I'll listen to you say anything.
Oh,
you're
pardon.
Big.
Gentlemen, I'm Barden, a guard captain for Matira, a town to the south. The bounty on Highsmere is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Highsmere has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children.
What?
Selling them off, some say. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms. We've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
You're not pitiful, and I would never laugh.
There's nothing pitiful about it.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure. Thank you all, and thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Matira, the old castle town. Please, make haste.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
Maybe I'm wrong. I've not looked up spoilers in this game, but I believe Highsmere is the bunny, rat, white bat thing that's been by the prince's side, and who I think is like a friend of ours, isn't he? But now he's stealing kids. I don't know. We're gonna have to see what happens. I actually have to go to bed, you guys. Sorry for a bit of a boring video, but we got a good bit of like narrative out of the way. We got some stuff done. I killed some worms. Thanks for hanging out, though. I'm gonna go have a good night. I hope you are having a great night. All right.